Hi everyone. Welcome. Hi everyone. Got some people got some splaining to do. America has some splaining to do. Thank you. Hi. Hi Colleen, honey. How are you? Hey Shaw, how are you? Hey. Absolutely look cute, by the way. Thank you. These poor children is actually making me breathless. Um, and I'm a little different than everyone else. I just get so still. Hi Tiara, hi Shaw, hi Sonia. I get still. And I don't know if you guys remembered. I think it might have been in my last video where I said I kind of didn't believe it because I didn't see any footage. And I stand by that, right? I stand by not seeing footage, not seeing, hearing mother stories, not seeing the children. Right after that, the footage came flooding in. I mean, flooding in. Now, either I have a connection with all the spirits out there that are suffering, and they were like, oh, you want footage? You want footage? Okay, you got the footage. Because maybe there were other people like me that was like, I don't know how true it is. But I should have known how true it was because of the current administration. So who was I kidding? Um, so, yeah. Um, this has been started since April, and I've been with immigrant minors um, for 2 years now. And I stopped when my sister got sick. I just couldn't do the courts and immigration and my sister at the same time. She had to be at the courts twice a month, really early. And my sister demanded my attention all day, every day. It was just a terrible time for me. And when I was in a part of the courts, I didn't see any of this. And then I realized now because I was talking to someone last night and they were like, no, it just started in April when the no tolerance came on. So, um, it's a different administration, but I don't know if it's a different administration. I think it's a different day. I just think every day is different in this administration. Like, there's no dependency. You just don't know what you're going to get from day to day. You cannot trust the administration. You can't trust the Republicans. You can't trust the men Republicans. You can't trust the women Republicans. I mean, it got so bad that the four living presidents' wives had to come out and say something on this matter. I mean, that's how bad it's looking. Yeah. Um, so I'm going to read on it, but what's the question? Like, is this ever going to end? Well, is it? Only for something else to come on board? Is it ever going to end? What's the question, guys? What do you want me to really figure out? Because the other psychics aren't doing this. So I'm like, okay, maybe I just got to do it. I'll just do it. Why? Oh, that hurts. That's a question that hurts. All of the immigrants. Actually, where were the kids on one of your reading? I know I wasn't ready to deal with it. I can't deal with something until I'm ready to deal with it. Like, will these kids be hurt, raped, mentally damaged? They're going to have some story to tell. How will it end? Mm, it's heavy. I understand. Oh, yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy, and it's one person checking psychically into all this devastation. Yeah, yeah, it hurts. When will Trump get out of office? They will be mentally damaged. Let's just say that might be a given. Let's just say that I know that we can recover from some damage. And my concern is the formative years, while many mothers in the US get to sit back and send their children to daycare, and kids cry at daycare, but they get to go every day and send their kids to daycare, and they get to maybe go back home. Maybe they get to go to work. I'm talking to the women. I'm not talking to the men. I'm talking to the women who need to talk to the men. Like, I to be honest with you, I might be talking to white women. I might be talking to the elite population, no matter what color that is. We have to do more than we're doing, and we have to do more as women and mothers. And I was talking to someone last night, and she found it remarkable that so many pussies came out for the Women's March, because that's what y'all called it, right? Because he called y'all pussies, and then it became the Pussy March. Like, I'm not saying a bad word, this is what it was. Where's the march for these children? But they're children of color, so I don't know. Maybe there shouldn't be a march. I'm asking, where's the march for these children? If they were from Switzerland, do you think this would be a problem? If they were blonde and lighter eye, would this be a problem? And do we as women of color always co-sign to that? Are we so brainwashed that we co-sign to color issues? People marched in Texas and called all over the weekend. Bless you guys in Texas, but Texas is being hit dramatically hard. But I'm in California. I don't, unless I'm wrong, somebody help me out. I'm not hearing any marches in California. Colleen says Canada will march for the children. No, I don't believe we're in cahoots with other governments because other governments hate America. So, no, we're not in cahoots with other governments. This is our issue. And remember, the whole issue started with President Trump and his damn wall. That's what he's upset about because the Mexico president was like, we're not building your wall, we're not paying for it. And then he hangs up on him. Like, although I do admire that president to be like, he didn't even make a big deal over it. He was like, and back to my country, back to work. Um, but I think that's the secret agenda here. The secret agenda with Trump has everything to do with this wall. He is just really pissed at that Mexican president, seriously. And and he's just like, I'll get you back. Don't worry. I'll get you back. There are fewer marches overall because people are so fatigued, so tired of Trump. You can't get tired. You're like, we're still a very wealthy country. You can't get tired. You fight anyways. We still have resources. We still have the ability to fight. We're not Nazi Germany, people. We're not defenseless. Understand that. We are not defenseless yet. We're going to get defensive with all these tariffs. Okay? We got tariffs on Canada, who did nothing to us. And now we have tariffs on China. $200 million worth of tariffs on China. Trust me, if white America and white women don't do something, you're going to feel it anyways. And your own president is going to hit your pockets. Trust me. The one thing that's good about minorities, we know how to be poor. Did it, done it, we'll go back to it. Like, We know how to be poor, but do you? This can't last. All of this craziness, the racism that's rampant, it can't last. But the rooster's gonna come home. It has to come home. And don't trust Kim Jong-un. Oh my God. What are you doing? Okay. Can I get some hearts, please? We're going to stop a moment before I check. Let's stop. And 7-Eleven is our candle event. 7-Eleven will be the candle event. It is a solar eclipse. It is the day that you will ask God or your higher source what type of changes you need in your life. Now, some of you all have been doing this already. It is not exhausting. Do it with love and continue to do it until the change is so remarkable that you forget to do it. Okay? 7-Eleven, July 11th. I'm telling everyone to prepare. So, we're going to get the candle of choice. My candle of choice this time is going to be orange. I was very drawn to this orangey color. Orangey is for creativity. And when you want to clear the room, we talked about lemons. So look at my lemon video I just did. This is another way to clear the room. You get a little spray bottle and you can spray Florida water around the house. You can spray rose water. I'm all about love and receiving love and giving out love. So I tend to use a lot of rose water. And you could use orange, which is also about love or creativity. Orange blossom water. All right. Florida is the most popular to take evil, negativity out of your house. Get a spray, little spray bottle. Don't make yourself crazy, and just mist your living quarters in the mornings. I work from my house, so I use a lot of clearing energy. All right. I wash my hands between every phone call. It's a spiritual thing to take whatever's going on in a reading. I wash it down the drain and away from me. When I used to work out at a hospital and I would come home, my son and I would strip at the door. At the door, we would strip. Didn't matter because that was the safe zone. And so we would take our clothes off at the door, pajamas would be right at the door, and then we would begin our evening. But I never brought any of that sickness too far into my house. I was always conscious of what negative energy, and sickness is negative. Can I get some hearts, please? 7-Eleven, solar eclipse. Be prepared. And the only other thing that's important, why do I have this on the floor? We're going to start tarot classes. Tarot. I've decided it'll be in August because I'm going to give you guys a month to get your books. On Amazon, if you go through Amazon, there are 2 versions, covers, but it has to say by Anthony Lewis. So make sure it's not by another author. I don't care what the cover looks like. It has to say by Anthony Lewis. I have that book because of you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, RLB. We're going to do it in August. The date is not set yet, but I'm getting everybody prepared. And please download the app Zoom. Give me some hearts, people, and we will begin. Are they ever going to show where the women are? Are they ever going to show where the women are? I have to tell you guys, the media are equal cowards. Most men are covering this instead of women. You think that's not by design? I was talking to someone last night, and I didn't thank God I have people that help me, because she was like, where are the women? Where are the children? Because that's when people will respond. Boys are expendable. Just like they kill little black boys, in the streets, they're expendable. So are little Mexican boys. And that's why they're showing them. Because you all have less compassion for brown skinned boys. You're so afraid the brown skin is going to infiltrate your lives. So the media is in on this. Y'all want to hate Trump? Seriously, y'all want to hate Trump? What if Trump is not the only problem? Contact your local stations and say to them, what the hell are you doing? Why are only men covering this? Seriously, I am dead serious. You gotta move faster, quicker, be smarter. And if you don't know, ask. Ask. Like, how can you help? You know how you can help? Rachel Maddow, she's so honest. I love Rachel, but she's also cable. So not everybody pays for cable. But I do love Rachel. But your local media, contact your local media and tell them to go to hell. Tweet your local media at WPIX, at WABC, at WKABC. I don't know what your local media is. Those are the ones that I know. Tweet them and say, why aren't women covering this story? Why are you giving us half truths? We don't believe you anymore. And not only do we not believe you, we're going to stop watching you because you're so full of it. You're so full of it. You're all Trump supporters, even the media. The media is a Trump supporter, as Trump calls them fake news, but they're in agreement with Trump's policy. Because if they weren't in agreement, they would tell the stories better. Don't get fooled. Start locally. You want to protest? Start locally. You want to protest? Start in your own town. Call your own Congress. And I should have known because my congressman, Karen Bass, canceled her meeting that I always go to. And I was like, why did she cancel? None of it just connected the dots. But she was going to get reamed over this immigration policy because she's just as defensive as the rest of America. But if they can't do something, the people that we trust, the people that we put in office, the Democrats, if they can't do something, what the hell do you expect us to do? But something still has to be done. You can't sit back. This is not Nazi Germany. This is not that era. It's complacency that created Nazi Germany. And I'm not talking about Trump. I'm talking about complacency. I'm talking about, well, it's happening to them. It's not happening to me. The roost will come home. Because it has to. Sorry, everyone that listens later. And then I slam I'm just so angry. I'm sorry I slammed the cards down. I'll be gentler. Please, God, talk to me. Where are the women? Where are the girls? Are they safe? Is anybody molesting these children? Is anybody raping these women? We do know that there was a Texas officer or sheriff that got arrested so far for raping women in Texas. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You know there's some dirty dogs in the system. And by the way, think about it. If I were Border Patrol, maybe I'm talking out of two sides of my face. I just don't know if I could do that job. I would have to question why you're doing these jobs. Like, where's your heart? Just because somebody says you have to do something, do you really just do it? Do you really? I have to question. I think if they didn't have anybody to do this job, there would be changes. I think it's a horribly ugly job. Not protecting the border. It's horribly ugly what you guys are doing right now today. Forcing women from children. And that comes from your hands. Sheriffs, Border Patrol, officers of authority down at the borders. And that's a shame because most of you go back to your women and children. All right. I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. All right. Are we good? Did I get enough hearts? Please? Enough hearts? Exactly. Thank you, Sonia. My fear is trafficking too. And my fear is like, are they being properly documented? Could they disappear? It's a sick society in America. Like, could these children just disappear for their own purposes? Like, that's my fear. You can't convince me anyone's being properly documented. And the parents aren't there to say, these are my 3 kids. You can't convince me of that. Which leaves this open for very sick men out there to do things to these women and to these children. That's a good one. Selling the babies to parents who can't make them. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, gee, I'm not going to say that, but I get it. Oh, my God. I'm so sick to my stomach right now. I would say, everyone, you can start in your own community, and at the very least, you have a voice with your local television stations. At the very least, flood their Twitter accounts. At the very least, go after the ones that you know. This is too big for you? Got it. It's too big for all of us. Go after the ones that you know. Okay? Your local TV stations. All right? All right, let's see what Spirit tells me. Oh my God, I'm so hot. Fertility, creativity, destiny, magical blessings. The tree of life. What they thought they were getting in America is a past position. What they wound up in was hell. All right? The land of the free, fertile ground. They're in hell. Emotionally cleansing and rejuvenation. These women are broken. The women, broken, sad, exposed, naked, barely have clothes. I don't think they have clothes down there, guys. I don't think they have clothes. All right. Uh, it started at the end of winter. This is when it started. Um, there will be a positive outcome. I can promise you all that. There will be a positive outcome. I don't see a positive outcome for another 7 weeks. I don't see movement with these people for another 7 weeks. Mm. Remember we talked about lemons and clearing the energy? I have it here. I have a lemon in here. It's one of those diffusing cups. Yeah, Colleen, I see 7 weeks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, 7 weeks. You will have a breakthrough at 1 month. The tree of life is a number 1. I don't know if you guys can see that. 1. And triumphant and success is a number 1. And they both fall in a past position. But it will get worse. And the reason why it gets worse is because people will fight back. The key, unfortunately, is fighting. And maybe some bloodshed. It will not be peaceful. Could turn somewhat violent. Um, hold on, because Periscope is getting a great angle, but YouTube is not getting a good angle. So let's try and get a better angle for YouTube. Ah, my head is gone. Damn it. I hate my life. All right, let's push you back a little. Oh, there you go. Periscope has a great angle. Oh, there you go. That's a good angle, Periscope, right? There needs to be some sacrifice. There needs to be some sacrifice. I don't know who's supposed to do the sacrificing. I'm just telling you there needs to be some sacrifice. I'm not putting it on the psychic community. I'm saying there needs to be some sacrifices. There will be bloodshed. It kind of has to go this way, unfortunately. Um, some of the kids are not being fed. I'm going to say it this way. Some of them are not being fed well. Well, it's two different things. They're being fed not well. Okay? They're being fed. So, if it's peanut butter and jelly 3 times a day, they are being fed. They're not being fed well. And some of the little girls are in desperate need of food, but I don't know if that it's in the form of breast milk. Um, but they're not being fed well. Damn it. I really feel like there's going to be an African American man that's going to make a difference, um, or a man of color. No, I believe it's going to be an African American man, not just a man of color. Uh, someone is going to make someone is going to make a difference and either provide the necessary food to the borders, something like that, or infiltrate the food chain in the border, and it's at that opportunity that change begins. No, it's not a pathetic guy. It's not a Al Sharpton. No, that's not what I'm like. It's not a Al Sharpton type. No, it's a real humanitarian from a global perspective, not from a minority perspective. It's two different things. Hmm. I love Cory Booker. I think he's going to be one of the greatest moving forward. I really do. I predict that too. Um, even though they're tied and bound, but it's almost like this person says, I don't care, and just disrupts um, the administration. Just does he just does something different that takes all eyes and puts it squarely where it belongs, which is on I on the women and children. I don't think it's going to be just on the immigrant issue. I think it's going to be on the women and children. Like the key is the women and children. Take the focus off of immigration and just give this problem a real name. Like, you're not feeding these girls. Where are they? Where are their faces? Where are their mothers that are crying? How old are some of these children? Do you understand what I'm saying? if you take the focus off the global aspect of immigrant issues, which is what that female from Homeland Security did, make it general, and then the lady from the UN make it all general. If you define it and give a face, an identity, I get it. OG wants to know who's hugging them. Yeah. They're in baby jail, OG says. Yeah. And he's going to do it proudly. Whoever this is, they're going to do it very, very proudly. And money's not going to be the issue because whoever this is also will have the backing of many corporations just to screw Trump over. Do you know what I mean? Like, there are people that are gonna come to the rescue. Could be a celebrity. I don't know. Akon. 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 Oh my God. Didn't Akon get a lawsuit from a woman? Jay-Z. I could see Jay-Z and Beyonce. I could somebody laugh. Akon. Akon. Common's possible. I don't quite see Common as a universal voice. I know he's trying to be a universal voice. I really see someone universally where everyone says, I know him. Or maybe it's also where somebody says, or they become famous, but no, this isn't a Kanye West moment, with Katrina. This isn't a Kanye West where Kanye crossed over to other cultures. This is someone that's out in the forefront already. Akon is not the one. Do you know Akon can't be the not Akon. He's disrespectful to women. It's not an Akon type. It's somebody that has his own money. Thank you, OG. Will use his own money, will use his own power here in the US, where companies will say to this person, I stand behind you. Let's do this. This is how we're going to fight. It's not Akon. Who is this Akon lover? It's not Akon. Could be Magic Johnson, could be Tyler Perry. Yes, these are the men that are out there. Yes, I don't see it as Oprah, but I can definitely see where it might be backed up by Oprah. It could be Will Smith. Yes, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Yes, stay focused. Some of the healthier. Yes, I'm breathing now. Chance the Rapper. Maybe. I don't know if he's quite crossed over. I definitely do not see a celebrity. Not a celebrity. And I'm sorry, I don't see an athlete. Uh, no, I don't believe it's Colin either, because Colin won't doesn't necessarily have the backing of uh, some other industries. This is someone that really has the backing of Avon, uh, um, everyone on Wall Street, um, financial institutions. It's someone that is going to get all the companies to say, I'm on board. I'm going to donate. I'm going to do this. We're going to participate. We're just going to make sure people are eating. And that's going to be the focus, to make sure these women and children are safe. That if somebody needs to be breastfed, that baby meets with that mother's breast. Justin Bieber? Oh my God. Did you really just say that? Justin Bieber. No, Justin is just he's so, he stays worried about Selena. He's got other things to do. Kevin Hart? That's a maybe. It's a maybe, especially if he wants to clean up his image. Yeah, it could be Kevin Hart. Yeah, Justin's finding himself, so we can't do it, Justin. Justin, your ex Justin doesn't like what babies? What is the problem? Like he's that privileged guy. Yeah, we're not gonna do Justin. Even though Selena is Selena Mexican? Is Selena Mexican, guys? Oh, okay. So someone very generous spirit, famous African American, very generous, famous African American. Oh, Selena's Mexican? Yeah, well, Justin should have more compassion. He actually should be intimately involved. Okay? You can't do a Mexican. You have to be involved with Mexicans. People, Justin, I'm getting out of hand now. Just sickens me. You want to do, but you don't know how to get involved. You don't know how to be sick and make a public comment, Justin. Get out of here. Okay, back to the reading. There's going to be somebody of just the opposite uh, uh, of this man. So when it's the opposite, it's a softer woman, kind of like an Angela Jolie type of woman that knows about philanthropy, did it, done it, knows about loving children, knows about feeding children that she did not birth, all right, pairing up with this man. And I'm telling you, when these two get together, it's global. It's almost like other countries have faith in us. They're like, wow, now we see, yeah, America's taking their land back. No, I'm getting the opposite. So if I get an African American man, then the woman has to be non-African American. But could Oprah participate? Absolutely. But I just feel like the togetherness, the parallel, is going to be African American male, non African American female. And I'm telling you, they're making the plans right now. They are going to charge. They're going to bring some trucks. They're going to block the borders. It's going to be ridiculous what goes down, but it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Period. It's going to be beautiful. I got to go back to talking ethnic now. How beautiful it's going to be. Oh, yes, sometimes you got to go back to your roots. I did it. Yes, I did. Say that again. I can't. If you make me do it, I can't do it. It always has to come out naturally. They're so worried, and it's authentically worried. Now, the way I see it, it could be one, two, three, up to 9 celebrities or more will get involved. Up to 9 celebrities or more. When I tell you they're going to make a stink and an impact and make us believe, because whoever these 9 celebrities or more, they all carry their own stands. You know what I mean? It's like, well, she did it, so now I'm going to do it. And they're going to ask you all to join a funding account. Please join it. All right? They're going to ask you all to join a funding account. Join it. You give $1, you give 100, you give 1,000. Doesn't matter. $1 from all the millions of Americans, they will accomplish this. Just $1. So don't ever think you're not giving enough. You will always give enough. All right? I mean, give more than $1, but I'm just saying, because Americans are very wealthy right now. And the wheel of fortune will turn for the better. Trust the process, people. There's a reason for all of this. There's a reason why we have Trump in office. There's a reason why people are showing their racism. There's a reason why Trump is here. It was designed, it was authorized by God. He came through to expose all of this for us. But he also came through to help prove that we as a country have to stick together and we as a country have to stop this. Trump volunteered for this position before he came down here. He's honoring his commitment to God. Are you honoring yours? Okay? I can't drop the mic because it's all stuck to the table. Wait, drop the mic. Preach, sister. And my cards are all over the floor. I'm disrespecting my cards. I can't. You can't. I can't. Like my heart is hurting now. Like my cards are on the floor. Am I crazy? How did they get on the floor? All right. I apologize, cards. I had to make a point with you all. Okay? I'm sorry. Sorry. These cards talk to me. And you guys know, some of you have gotten readings from me. You guys know these cards talk. Sometimes I don't even pull the cards. I'm shuffling the cards and spirit just is flooding me with information, giving y'all what y'all need to hear and trusting me. That's the interesting part. Trusting me. Saving lives. Saving people from going to jail because they're making some bad decisions because they're mad at people. And then discovering like, oh my God, Tracy, thank you. All right, guys. Can I have some hearts, please? Trump's God is your God. It's the same God. Remember, God authorizes. God knows exactly what he's doing. Without Trump, he's asking us, do we care? I'm jealous. Go girl, go girl. I'm so jealous. Somebody gave me a private message and I could see it. I'm jealous. Hearts, please. Please email me for your own personal reading at Psychic Tracy Brown. Yes. Psychic Tracy Brown at yahoo.com. Please email me for your own personal readings. Thank you for calling me. Thank you for letting spirit in, everyone. Like, it's a blessing. It's a blessing when you call me. It's a blessing when we get to the end of the reading and you guys get the memo that was designed for you through the reading. So all of that is a huge blessing and a huge thank you. So don't be afraid to call me. And like I tell everyone, if you don't know me, because I know you have other choices out there, I'm the only one that's good. So good luck with that. Good luck with wasting your money. And I'm going to tell you what you need to know because I really do trust God. And I think that's the difference. I have a higher source. It's not me. It is a higher source. And I trust God in the process. And he just does gift me with information for you. Do 15 minutes. Don't drive yourself crazy. You don't know me. You won't get to know me, but you don't know me. Do 15 minutes. All right, guys. She ain't never wrong. She ain't never wrong. Somebody. Oh, gee, here we go. She ain't never wrong. Oh, gee, the cards ain't never wrong. Spirit's never wrong. I'm a fan, Miss Stephanie. Thank you. Thank you. I don't care about the wall. All that money he's trying to spend on that ridiculous wall. Love you. We need to talk again soon. Okay, Mocha. You all together. All right, hearts, please. Spirit speaks to Tracy. Thank you, pretty doll baby. Thank you. Spirit really does. Like you. Even I'm like, what? And even as of lately, you guys have really been challenging me with some of your relatives that's passed over. Oh my God, it's no joke. They actually have messages. It's crazy what comes through. And that's not my gift. But if Spirit needs to give a message, Spirit will come through. It's very serious. I'm patiently waiting on everything you said, Spirit said will happen to me. Please, trust Spirit. What? Since when? Kelsey, I don't know since when. It's just that people call and they say, does my mama have a message? Does my daddy have a message? I get nervous every time, but I'm telling you, every single time Spirit comes through that belongs to that person's relative. And it's like odd things. It'll be like a song. And I'll be like, oh, I feel like singing. Okay, I'll give you a good example. Oh, you want to hear this? Okay, here's a great example. Okay, hold on a second. This is a great example because this was the most recent one. I think I would be allowed to tell this because it's within my family. My son's fiance's father died. And I didn't find out about it. I was already in bed. We knew he was dying. We were all praying, of course, that God would create a miracle, right? As they were praying, not for him to survive, but praying to God that they trust God, regardless, he dies. No one calls me because this millennial posted on Facebook. So just before I go to bed, go to sleep, I take one last look at Facebook and I see this message. So I call the household because my son lives with his sister and his sister's sister. I call the household and I give my condolences. I'm so sorry. How's everyone doing? It was late at night, so you really couldn't do much in that moment. Interesting enough, I'm not good with the dead. That's why sometimes when you all see somebody dies and you're like, Tracy, check into this, check into this. I can't. Sometimes I have to wait until spirit, like, because remember, I'm human first. So my soul needs to reconcile with death. Like, I just don't dive in because I'm not a medium, right? And so I go to sleep. And as I'm sleeping, this woman puts this little square plaque made out of flint. And it had rough texture. And there was a little girl, very animated, cartoonish little girl with a ponytail, and she's holding a purple tulip on the plaque, and she keeps pushing it toward me as I'm sleeping, and I'm going, get out of here, get out of here, in my sleep. And she's pushing it back, and I go again, get out of here. When it dawns on me, because the mother also passed away of this little girl and her sister, when it dawned on me, oh my God, this is Day's mother. I'm sleeping now, right? So she brings the plaque back, and I study the plaque, and I said, okay, got it, right? So I go to sleep, hoping that I don't forget the moment. I'm about to wake up when she shows me a Muppets puppet, but with dreadlocks, but not the one I grew up with. There must have been a different generation of Muppet puppets that were more, little more animated with these dreadlocks, um, and a bushel of bananas. And so I was like, okay, so I get up the next morning and it's two sisters. I have to decide, am I going to buy one set of flowers for both the household, or both of them had a father that died. And I decided they both needed flowers separately. So I go to pick up Yell's flowers, which were purple, which was the color of the tulips. And I go to get Day her flowers and had a huge array, but there was these sunshines. And I said, she's the light. She's the sunshine, sunflowers. I said, so as I'm picking up the flowers, I say to myself, she's the light, she's the sunshine, right? So I go to the house to present the sister, her name's Yell, her flowers in purple, da da da. So I speak to the sister first because Day didn't come downstairs yet and we're all outside. And I said, I think your mommy came through and she showed me a purple tulip. And I get purple is her favorite flower, purple is her favorite color, tulip is her favorite flower. Now, even I'm going, what? What? Which means she really came through. So now Day comes downstairs and I was like, okay, Day, y'all just confirmed. I got a little girl on a plaque and she's heard holding a purple tulip. And she confirms tulip is a favorite flower. um, purple was a favorite color. So then I look at them and I said, well, just before I woke up, she showed me a bushel of bananas. And then it was just like the bananas came flooding in. And then yelled, sister goes, that's my favorite fruit. And I was like, oh my God. Well, that must be your gift. Like, this is for you, the bananas. And I said, today, I said, and she showed me this Muppet with dreadlocks, but not the Muppet I grew up with. And she goes, that was my favorite Muppet character. And she even had like a toy like that, right? So I'm telling you this whole story because spirit comes through. Like the gift, I think I must have always had it. I think I was always afraid of it. I think I've always trusted the tarot card because it gave me something to lean on. But spirit's here regardless. I mean, it's just amazing when spirit shows up. Oh yeah. Oh, call me. Yeah. No. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Oh my God. Wait. What was that? Wait. Wait. What was that? Come back. Wait. Is was that your fiance? You're saying? Was that your fiance? The one in Pittsburgh? I might know about that one too. Really? The one recently? Which one said that? All right, well, don't. In Miami, you're talking about. All right, I'm getting confused now. Everybody's confusing me. Just call me. Who's ever talking to me, call me privately. My heart goes to you. This is Psychic Spirit Medium. My heart goes to you, and she will light a candle for your loss. And she's talking to the one who just lost a fiance. All right, guys. I'll take some hearts again, who's ever still on, and thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone for staying on. Oh, girl, please. I buy everything at the dollar store. Periscope got quiet, huh? When I was telling the story? Really? Email me for your own personal reading. Psychic Tracy Brown, thank you for the hearts. Psychic Tracy Brown at yahoo.com. And guys, I'm sorry I never said anything to anyone, but I think I was always a medium. And those that call me, ask, and it comes through, you're right. I never brag about it. I'm so sorry. I didn't know the services were so needed, but there you have it. Now I'm admitting it. I'm admitting it. Mm. All right, guys. Bye. Have a good day. Thank you, Kellistan. You're the only one I trust to do my readings. Thank you, only Kiana. It's a gift. Thank you. You are blessed. Thank you, pretty doll baby. I honor my gift. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I honor it. I see it for what it is. I honor it. And I talk to God constantly to allow me to have it or to expand it. Not yet, Siobhan. Good night. Good night, love. Good night. Take it easy. Bye.